Hey loves, what is going on? Welcome, thanks for joining me today. My name is Lauren. If you didn't know, I hope you're happy, healthy, and safe. Today we are talking about Hermès Beauty. Do I regret my purchase? I don't know, because I haven't even opened the box yet. We are going to open it together, but I just know this purchase was not supposed to be made yet. It was not supposed to be made until, I don't know, I probably would have did it as a birthday gift to myself at some point, but my birthday ain't till June, so it would have probably been a few months out from now, and I probably would have caught more if that was the case. But as you know, the month of April was full of sales. We had Mcgrath had 30% off, MUFE Beauty Pro, Beautylish had their gift card event, Sephora VIB sale, and I participated in all of these in some way, shape, or form. Because of that, I was spent, right? My budget is blue. I bought all the makeup that I knew I wanted. And then Hermès decided on some random Wednesday afternoon, I think it was April 14th when these dropped. Like literally just dropped, in the US anyway, dropped out the blue and was like, here you go, blush. And I'm like, oh shit. And they looked so nice. And I immediately saw 3 that I wanted. But I saw the price tag and I was like, you know what? You can wait. I don't need this right now. Nobody needs all this makeup. Like, it's cool. I don't even wear blush like that, but I was like intrigued. The light is gonna do what the light wants to do right now. I've never filmed this early either. I'm noticing the sun going in and out, so apologies for that. They're blushes, and it was 8 of them, and I'm like, I want 3 already. Like, I knew I just wanted 3. I decided I'm gonna wait. You just spent a shit ton of money on all this other makeup. Use what you got. Use your new shit that you just got. You don't need this right now. Fast forward to Saturday. So they dropped Wednesday. Fast forward to Saturday. Saturday evening, I'm minding my business. I was watching Alicia here on YouTube, Kinky Sweat. What's she demoing? The Melt, like they came out with like a 5th weed palette. Like I'm tired. It's tiring. I'm over it. But she was demoing that. And somewhere in the middle of the, she whips out one and slapped that shit on her cheeks. And I'm just sitting there like, I leave the video. Don't worry, I came back and finished watching. But I left the video immediately. Immediately. She didn't mention what color it was. She didn't mention any of it. It just looked so nice on her skin. So I immediately leave her video, go to Nordstrom, because that's where I was planning to purchase it from, Nordstrom. By the way, these are available, Hermès, Nordstrom, Saks, Neiman Marcus, anywhere luxury beauty is sold, you will find this stuff. Immediately go to Nordstrom, and I saw that they only had 3 shades left. My FOMO kicks in. Like, my anxiety is going up. And I'm like, holy shit, who knew people was checking for, aren't we in a pandemic? Like, didn't people lose their jobs? Like, what is going on? Like, I didn't know people was like spending frivolously like this. I mean, I know I am, but like, I'm irresponsible, so just putting that out there. So my FOMO starts kicking, my anxiety kicks in, and then I go directly to the Hermès site, which had all of them still in stock. So that made me calm down a little, but like, since I saw that they were selling like fucking hotcakes, I needed to get my hands on at least one, right? I was planning to buy 3. But since they were still in stock on the Hermès site, all of the colors, I was like, you know what? I got time still, right? I don't really need this. I go back to watching the video, I finished watching the video, and then the next, it was 7 o'clock at night, 7 something at night. The next 2 to 3 hours of my life was me picking up my phone, opening the browser, typing in the website, looking at the blushes, and closing it out. I dead ass did this for the next 3 hours. Like, I couldn't like I would put my phone down and just pick it up and do it again. Like, it was like becoming like obnoxious OCD kind of compulsive behavior at that point. And then like somewhere in the middle of me doing that, like I scrolled all the way to the bottom and I realized there was a brush there and it looked cute. So I clicked on it. It was $100. Originally I was like, not paying $100 for a synthetic brush. Y'all is shot the fuck out. I don't give a fuck whose brand it is. But then I read the description. It said it was a natural hair brush, handmade in not Japan, but France. I was intrigued because all of my natural hair brushes up to this point have all came from Japan, and Japan claims to be the brush making capital of the world, right? Handmade artisan brushes. So I'm like, what's the France brush hitting for? So now like I'm like rethinking, regrouping. Like I originally wanted just 3 blushes. I'm now gonna just get the brush one blush, and I was planning to buy these limited edition lipsticks as well. So that was like always on the docket. But like when these luxury beauty brands come out, I think Gucci Beauty did this too. Like they came out with like 100 shades of lipstick. Like I can pass on launches like that because it's lipstick. It's lipstick. And Hermès kind of did the same thing when they announced that they were revamping their beauty line. They came out with like 100 shades of lipstick. It's like, that's not interesting to me. Come out with some complexion products and then you may have my attention. Come out with some blushes, come out with some bronzers, come out with some highlighters. Now we can talk. But like lipsticks, I'm cool. I could wait. But yeah, I wanted these limited edition lipsticks too. So now I'm like recalculating because I'm like, I can't do 3 blushes, this $100 brush, and these expensive ass lipsticks. Like it's doing too much. Like really bad. What can you do? What should you do? I shouldn't be doing any of this. So I end up phone a friend. I need somebody to talk me out of thinking about what I'm about to do. It's like 10 o'clock at night now. I need more positive, frugal influences in my life, okay? I ended up hitting somebody up and they were like, cash out. Even send me a link to the Neiman Marcus site. Like you was not helping. You was not helping at all. Like this. Anyhow, so I decided to buy 1 blush, the brush, and the 2 limited edition lipsticks. And I was like, if the blush is fire, I will be back. So here we are. I ordered Saturday at 11 o'clock, 11:09 if I remember specifically. That's how you know you should. Like I should have put the phone down. Like who's buying stuff to say? And it came Wednesday. It is not Wednesday anymore, but I decided I wanted to open it on camera. So this is the box it came in. It came in this just blank, boring white box, but you open it and it says Hermès on the box. And then inside we have the classic. I did not open this. I pray it's all in one piece or I'm gonna be really salty. But we have the classic, iconic orange Hermès box. And I'm now going to ruin the perfect packaging. So just take that off. It's a little card. But did I need this? Did we need this? Did we need to do this? Absolutely not. But I'm kind of glad I did. I was kind of glad I ordered directly from the Hermès site too because I was anticipating it coming in an orange box, right? I was told that some people aren't getting their cosmetic products in an orange box, but I believe you have to order more than one thing and they'll put it in a box like they did mine. If you just went to the site and ordered 1 blush, you are not getting a box. And I believe it says on the site that such things, oh, box and a bag. I believe it says on the site that it will not be housed in the orange box. Like it will not come in there if you order certain accessories and makeup items. So orange box, canvas pouch bag, and we have the brush, powder blush, and the 2 limited edition lipsticks. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Opening this was a pleasure though. Like it made my heart smile because you gotta we respect the presentation, right? We respect the presentation. And I believe their exchange policy for all their makeup items, it said it right there on the site that like if it's not in its original box, unused, unopened, they will not take it back. So that's kind of the downside from shopping from the luxury brand site directly. A lot of them say that, but if you buy from Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus or something like that, they will just accept your return. Usually, don't quote me on that. So it comes in, the blush comes in this white box. I got number 23 Rose Blush. And it has a magnetic closure. It actually says that on the thing. I've never seen instructions like this. It comes in another orange box and it came out in a sleeve. So this, so we have a very light compact. If you're unfamiliar with why I'm saying this feels very light in the hand, most luxury makeup feels heavy. Like, it feels heavy to the point where you can like hit somebody upside the head with it and it would be effective. This feels really light. We have the Hermès logo here embossed in gold. Focus, there we go. And it matches the brass going on the bottom of the compact. Plastic sleeve, a nice, a small mirror. I'm not even gonna say that's a nice sized mirror, but this is what the blush looks like. And this is in the shade Rose Blush, Hermès 23. It has this texture pattern on it, so that's really pretty. It has a 12-month shelf life, and I'm assuming this was made in France because it's Hermès. It says perfume. Okay, I didn't smell it until like I put it up to my nose. I'm not smelling it like as I'm holding it. Like this distance, I don't smell anything. It's not till it gets really close to my face I can smell it. But that's kind of expected. Most luxury makeup comes with fragrance, so if you're not into fragrance, you shouldn't even be looking at this. So they are selling these compacts. These blushes cost $77 each. The refills cost $48. So hence why I'm just gonna probably buy refills if I buy this further and throw that shit in a magnetic pan. It does have a hole here so you can take the compact out. I will say one complaint, and somebody else noted this in their video, if I can remember whose video I watched that did that. When they took it out, there was glue under here. And I thought that was an odd choice for something that's supposed to be switchable or easily switched. And it was even glue on the back of her refill, because she bought a refill too. So I thought that was an odd choice. And it explains why this packaging is so light. I expect refill containers like this to have a magnet in the bottom, so the pan that you are constantly swapping out will have something to adhere to besides glue, if that makes sense. And if the refill comes with glue on the bottom, I'm not gonna do anything but take acetone to it and wipe that shit off so it can go into my magnetic palette without putting glue all in it. I just think that's an odd choice for a refillable compact. So Hermès, if you were watching, do something about that. Especially for $77, do something about that. And I got the shade Rose Blush 23, and this is a rose blush, a fresh pink blended with coral for a healthy glow. The other two colors I immediately saw that I wanted was Rose Apricot, but I'm not sure if that's going to show up on my skin tone or if it's just going to look ashy because it is quite light. And then the other one was Rose Faux. I've been considering getting Rose Tan because originally I looked at that color and I thought it was going to be like my skin tone. But on most people, it's been coming off orange, which has me curious. So I don't know, maybe I'll stop by one of these luxury stores and see if I can see it in person and see what it does on my skin tone before I make that plunge. But it's been showing up orange on people's, but apparently I commented on somebody's video and they said apparently in the Hermès demo that they mentioned that you could use that one kind of like a bronzer as well. So what does this blush say? A blush with a semi-matte finish embossed with texture resembling silk twill. A fine, silky, long-lasting powder for luminous, radiant complexion. At once ethereal and compact, its ultra-light, pigmented texture allows color intensity to be tailored as desired, softened or asserted from the most natural to the most sophisticated finish. This long-lasting powder clings to skin with the first touch. Rose Hermès Silky Blush can be refilled by simply removing and replacing its powder pan. Refills are sold separately. With its round case and off-centered mirror, the disc of white and gold light designed by Pierre Hardy is distinctive for its lightness, and it was conceived for the use on the go. Slipped inside an orange Bacchus pure Hermès object. Okay, so this compact from that description is intentionally made to be lightweight. It is not meant to be heavy. I will say one thing I just noticed that's missing from this when I took it out the box is there is no sleeve or duster. If you have no clue what I am referring to, I do have some luxury makeup sitting in front of me. This is Westman Atelier. actually comes with a sleeve. It came in a sleeve is the point. I also have my Dior here, Luminizer and Lolly Glow. Again, came with a duster. So I'm used to luxury makeup coming with a sleeve. I'm not mad that it didn't come with a sleeve, but I just noticed, like, I don't think I've seen luxury makeup not come with a sleeve. And next up we have this brush, this handmade brush from France. Let's see. I'm not even gonna be fake and act like it did come with the protector. I'm not gonna be fake and act like I wash my brushes before I use them, because I don't. Usually I get new brushes and I literally just do that with it. I expect it to be clean, as long as it doesn't smell weird. They did come out with a travel size brush. That brush is made out of synthetic hairs. I will say off rip, this is not the softest goat hair brush I have ever felt. Okay, I have two goat hair brushes, both from Sonia G. These are handmade in Japan and bundled. I'm trying to think, do I have a brush this shape? I do, but I don't think I have any that are natural. The natural hair brushes I have in this shape are bigger. But these are both cheek brushes, essentially. Yes, this is a classic cheek. This is a soft cheek. This is dyed goat hair. This immediately feels 20 times softer, the Sonia G brush, than this one. Honestly, I wouldn't use a brush like this on my cheeks either. I would use it for highlight, but maybe not just my cheeks. I prefer a round shape brush for my cheeks because I like to like swirl. So this shape doesn't really allow me to swirl, it just allows me more so to stipple and swipe. That's why I prefer for a shape like this for highlight over like cheek, where I'm gonna go like this. This is a undyed goat hair brush. As you can see, it's quite white. And it actually feels like a mix in between the two. So if I had to rank them in softness, this is the most soft, second soft, and this is stiff in comparison to these two. I'm trying to think. I have a cheaper natural hair brush here. This is a Smith 118 brush. Also, I would use this for blush or bronzer, both. This even feels softer than this, and this is like the lowest of natural hair brushes, I think. And by lowest, I mean the most affordable natural hair brushes you could probably find. So, and this feels softer, and I don't really like Smith brushes that much compared to like my other natural hair brushes, so that says a lot. But this brush just might be more densely packed, which is causing a little bit of stiffness. It does say Hermès Paris on the ferrule there, and I do like this design that is in coordination with all their other makeup products. This brass that they're using is really nice, so I do like that. This is $100, as I mentioned before. Description says, with its lacquered wooden handle and brushed metal ferrule, the blush brush is an exceptional object with a contemporary design. It's goat hair fibers and hand assembled by an expert French brush maker. The blush brush enhances a daily ritual, inviting gentle application to the skin. Made in France. And then I got the two limited edition lipsticks. These feel heavy. They feel heavier than everything I've opened and tried thus far. So open the box, and another orange box, but it comes in a sleeve like this, similar to the compact. So just come out, and it comes with a duster. Remember, I was just saying most luxury makeup comes encased in like a duster, or a pocket, a sleeve, something of that sort. It has the Hermès logo on top, so it's the same on the blush here, which is cute. Keep it consistent. Has that classic Hermès color blocking going on. And this is the color I got. This is Sateen Corail Aqua. That's what that looks like. It's a reddish, it says coral, but it's looking more red in person. I'm gonna try that on at some point. Oh, magnetic. That's very satisfying. And the second one, also limited edition, and this is Sateen Beige Ébloui. I should know how to pronounce that better, but again, Hermès logo on the top. Orange color blocking going on. I actually like this a little better than the other one. And this is what this looks like. It's just a nude, a pinky, beigey looking nude. I am most excited about the blush, so let's get that on. I have nothing else on my face but foundation, concealer, and I said I'm pretty bare right now, and I feel wrong. I'm gonna give this brush a try for my cheeks. Let's swatch this really quickly before I dip into it. That's what that color looks like. That's a very light swatch of it. I'm gonna see if I can build that up. It's definitely building up. And that's what that looks like. It's coming off more pink. I did pick this color because the model, if I remember specifically, they had a very rich chocolate model, and she had this blush on her face, so I assumed if it would work on her, it should sure as hell work on me. So you're about to see. The more I open this, the more I can smell it. I didn't smell it upon initial opening, but it is quite powdery, and I just stippled my brush in there like 5 times, and that is what it looks like. That doesn't bother me, but I know people like don't like hiccups, so that's what we're looking like. Something telling me tap that off because a lot of hiccup. I can't use this tiny little mirror, so I'm gonna use this one, and let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. I didn't need this to come out this nice because now I gotta go back and get the others. Okay, I'm gonna continue doing it. So when I use a brush that's angled like this for my cheeks, I tend to stipple instead of doing that buffing motion. I'm gonna use what I would normally use for blush on the other side, but this is what this looks like. This is one wash, and that's really pretty. That's pretty. I'm gonna do one more layer just to build it up, see how clownish we can go. But honestly, I don't want to go full clown today, just a little clown. But this is really pretty. Tap off my brush again and just stipple some more on. It's definitely buildable. That's nice. And then I believe this was like the second lightest color too. That is so pretty. I'm not crazy about the smell. It reminds me of cleaning supplies. It just smells really fresh and clean, but it reminds me personally of cleaning supplies. Wow. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and get more. Fuck my wallet. But that is so pretty, and it doesn't really match the swatch on my hand. It looks more coral. It actually looks more like the description reads online than it does on the back of my hand. It looks like a bubblegum pink, which is bizarre, but my hand is lighter than my face because the rest of my body has not seen much sun in the past year. But it does look more like the pinky coral description that it gave. So that is so pretty. This brush isn't bad for applying it at all. It did a good job blending it out. I'm not mad at the brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face and just stipple on and just... I will say this application, since this brush is softer and a little bit, it's got as much hair, but it's not as tightly packed. It's giving a better wash of color. This looks more concentrated, but I did put 2 layers on this side, so I am gonna build this up and see what it do. But like I said, this is how I normally would apply blush on my face. This is such a pretty fucking color. Damn. Told me to like this. This is going to get ruined very quickly. Hold on. You can focus. Like this little design that's going on is going to be gone. It is half gone. Like when I first showed it, it had all those lines in it. it's gone. It's over. That's dead. It's not happening. That is so pretty. I still feel a little naked. I need bronzer, but just gonna rock out today. So the more loosely, not as dense blush, the more loosely packed brush gave a more softer, realistic wash of color. This looks still pretty intense, so I'm gonna see if I can buff this out just a little bit. That's why I like dense brushes like this for highlight, because if you want your highlight to like beam, use a dense brush. But if you just want like a nice soft flush, use a softer, loosely packed brush, which is what I like to do. I could have just did this with one wash of color, but I really wanted you guys to see the color. So this is what we're looking like. So the brush is okay. I like it. It's not as soft as my other natural hair brushes, but it's okay. Do I think it's worth the $100 price tag? Absolutely the fuck not. But this will sit probably on my vanity in full display. Like, it will never go in the brush drawer. It will sit there out in the open in full display. Cause so everybody knows I have an Hermès brush. I digress. Okay. Rose blush number 23. I'm upset because I was really hoping, I don't know why I was hoping I wouldn't like something that cost me $37, but at the same time, I guess I was hoping that so I wouldn't have a reason to go back. But they're giving me a reason to go back. So that is that. I'll probably tone this down a little bit with some, is there still powder on this brush? No. This was the brush I used to like set my makeup, and I was hoping it was maybe still something on there that it did have a little bit of powder on there, so tone that down a little bit so I don't look too crazy. But this looks good. I have to go back. I know which lipstick color I'm gonna wear today, so I'm not even gonna wear this Corail orange shade. What is this? Corail Aqua. I really should know how to pronounce these things better because I took French, and this is a damn shame. Let's see. I don't have anything on my lips besides some lip balm that's been sitting on here for hours. This has the same fragrance as the blush. This is a little bit more intense. Like, I can smell this. I smelled this immediately the second it came up to my face. That's pretty. I could use a lip liner, but that's pretty. That's what that looks like. It's not as opaque as I would like it to be. I should really read the description before like I start claiming what it's supposed to be. It is the third limited edition Rouge Hermès collection. Consists of 3 beauty objects lacquered for just 1 season, 3 lipsticks and radiant sunny colors to enhance the luminosity on lips. That explains why it's so shiny. Coral Aqua, the bright luminescence of an intense vermilion. A light-filled satin finished lipstick with a shimmering glow. Its texture, as fine as it is rich, delivers vibrant, long-lasting color, offering softness and comfort. It is refillable. Refills are not available for limited edition colors, but you can refill your lipstick with any other available color. Refills are sold separately, and this was made in Italy. This is cute. I'm not crazy about it, but it's cute. I would probably wear this sheer. Like, I wouldn't have it this intensely on my lips. Like, I would probably wear it like a popsicle stain if it was up to me. So that is 52 Sateen Coral Aqua. Again, limited edition. So let's put that back in its little sleeve. Something tells me I'd do this and I will never see this lipstick again. It's making my teeth look really white though, so shout out to that. I'm gonna go for the nude because I'm basic and boring though. So I'm gonna wipe this off. That was really easy to wipe off. It is a satin, so I wouldn't expect it to. If this was a matte finish, I would be a little bit more concerned. But I would say that wiped off pretty well. And I just put that one away. So the only thing I don't like is if I'm gonna keep them in this box, which is probably why I'm gonna keep them in this box, because this box actually has like the names on it. Versus this has nothing on it. So like if you were to just keep them in these boxes, you wouldn't have any clue which one you're looking at. I just used that one and I just did it. Like I just did the thing I'm complaining about. I can't tell which is which. So we're gonna take the other one out. And this is in the shade Sateen Beige Ébloui. Ébloui? I'm gonna put it on the screen because I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. They came out with a pink one that has like a neon to it. I like the packaging on that alone. Like the packaging is just, that's a good color story right there. I might do that for my next nail colors. That's where I get my nail inspo from. This is described as a amber caress of warm sand. It's a very odd description. And it is the same satin finish. So let's put this on. This is like a perfect nude. Like I don't even feel like I need a lip liner. And I was worried I do need a little bit of a lip liner, okay. The more color I put on, the more lip liner I feel like I need. It's a pink. It's a pinky nude. And that's what that looks like. That's pretty basic. I could put a little bit more on the center. Okay. I do want a lip liner though. I just got good old chestnut from MAC. And I'm just gonna line my lips really quickly. And that is that. So I didn't put on a heavy lining of lip liner, just a little bit to darken it up, just a smidge. Okay, I did bring out two of my favorite blushes of all time that I just reach for on a regular basis. I'm not comparing more so color as I am formulation. This is the Ciroc blush in the shade Cantaloupe. This is my all-time favorite everyday blush. I will say Cantaloupe gives a more natural nude flush on my colors. It's not going to be as pink, but it gives, that's Cantaloupe right there, but it also, it's kind of showing up like this is pasty, but on my skin it looks great. It is a more satin finish of a blush. It gives a little bit, I would say they're the same formulation. Okay, I'm definitely gonna say that they're the same formulation, and it's probably why I like this blush so much, because I love the Ciroc blush formulation. I also brought out the NARS. This is also one of my favorite blushes of all time. Now NARS has a shimmer in it, so it's going to give a more radiant glow to the face. I also find NARS to be a lot more pigmented, whereas the Ciroc and this Hermès blush as I showed today, you can actually build up, so you can take your time. NARS, you gotta be a little careful with, like you slap this on your face, it may be too much on the first application and you'll end up looking like a clown. But that's the NARS blush right there, but it has more of a shimmer to it. So if you want a more radiant look to your skin, I have dry skin too, so like I prefer things that are satin or has shimmer finish in them over matte, because I just always want to look glowy and healthy. This is what we're looking like. This looks really, do I dare to zoom you in even more? There we go. This looks really good. Like Hermès did something like with this, like, and like I said, I have nothing else on besides foundation, concealer, and now blush. Liking something expensive is annoying in the fact that like you will constantly keep buying it if it's good, right? But that looks so good. Like that looks obnoxiously good for no fucking good reason. It's not radiant. It definitely gives me the same finish as one of Ciroc's satin matte blushes. Ciroc does have shimmery blushes too, so just keep that in mind, but the one I'm comparing it to is more of a satin finish, so that's what that looks like up close. As you can see, the Hermès and Sarai have a very similar finish. This has sparkle in it, so like you're gonna get shimmer on your face. So that's that. Thank you for joining me today as I spend excessively and frivolously. I liked everything here. I'm not mad at anything. Like I said, the only thing I don't think, obviously when you're paying for luxury makeup, you're paying for the name at that point, but I don't think anything here was bad. I guess the only thing I would have to update on this blush is how well it wears, but I'm assuming it's gonna wear like my Sarai blush since it is a similar, very similar formulation. Like I said, if I buy more, I'm probably just gonna buy the refills and get them from Neiman Marcus or something, because I don't need to order from Hermès directly. I honestly think I'm gonna stick to my 3 limit on this one. I don't need, they're all variations of pink. Like this collection had different variations of pink. Like the main undertone of all these blushes is pink. I think if you get like 2 or 3, you should be okay. Like you don't need to get all 8. But this was nice. I like that it's buildable. I like how light it feels. It doesn't feel like anything's on my face. That is it. I'm gonna put some highlighter on my face or something because I feel a little naked. I wonder how this will do. Doesn't look like it's picking anything up. Oh, it did. This is the Westman Atelier highlighter in Peau de Rose. Rose? I don't know, I don't speak French. But that's really pretty. That's why I like brushes this shape, because I can just easily like swoop up and, you know, hit where I need to hit. That is it from me. Thanks for joining me on this very sporadic, last minute, impulsive decision making. Can I call it impulsive if I spent 3 hours contemplating whether I was gonna buy this stuff or not? Probably not. But yeah, for this very unnecessary, very extra purchase that didn't need to be made, not this month anyway, of Hermès Beauty. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you hanging out, and I will see you in the next ones. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Like, I get in these moments where it's like, Lauren, you don't need to be spending that, but then like I also like have the little devil on my shoulder that says, fuck it, we ball, and then I end up in places like this. Buying Hermès. I don't care what nobody says, I'm poor, okay? Poor. Remember that. I don't give a flying fuck what's going on in my life. I am forever broke. But this blush.